What's up, my crypto legends? Today is the day where we're going to see that volatility in the coming hours on Bitcoin because we have the CPI data. Now, we are going to analyze in this episode where the price is because we are consistently creating higher lows for the last few days and hitting a huge resistance zone, which is the value area high from this entire range for the last 3 weeks. Will we manage to break it and finally test here the 31,500 again during this news event potentially, or is it going to fail miserably and then come to the downside? I'm going to talk about the potential plans that could be during the news and after the news, guys, in today's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. In the next coming hours, exactly around about 2 hours after the upload of this video, we have CPI data coming out and there is going to be a lot of volatility. So we need to be very defensive with any trading decisions today. A lot of people are going to make some gains. A lot of people are going to get wrecked because the volatility is very likely going to happen, okay? Before we continue with the analysis, I want to let you know if you want that trading derivatives exchange for crypto, Bitflex is a great option. No KYC is required. You take 30 seconds. They are giving an Apple Watch, okay, giveaway. Only if you deposit $100 and place one trade, you'll be getting the $10 bonus and also entering the Apple Watch giveaway, guys. Make sure to take advantage. Bitflex, my second go-to exchange with no KYC. So let me just explain the situation here with Bitcoin because we've been in this range now for over 3 weeks. It is very, very boring. However, we can make some gains, of course, in the market inside of these levels because we have a lot of fake outs. We have the value area low, value area high, getting very respected as support, as you can see right there, respected as resistance. As soon as we came back beneath the level, we had a movement down. But right now, this is getting overextended. Let me just explain, okay, the possibilities of what could happen, all right, inside of this value area. Now, it is true that we are failing to break out the last few days. We've been getting rejected already 3 times in 2 days from the value area high. With this large wick, there was one here just yesterday, and just today we also got rejected. However, when we do take a look at the structure locally, we are creating aggressive higher lows. So this could be a kind of an ascending triangle scenario, right, where the higher lows are very, very aggressive, and this is just getting built up, okay, for a massive explosive breakout. We need to be very much aware of this situation. The solid uptrend here for the last 2 days with the higher lows is very, very strong, as you can see. Of course, getting beneath the point of control and breaking this support trend line would be a clear sign of weakness, and there could be some nice trades, okay, to come all the way down to test the value area low or the lows of the range, to test it, maybe fail to break out, or have a successful breakout. So we're looking for a possible trade scenario, and if we want that confirmation, we need to have the breakdown of the point of control and the support trend line. Of course, this drop can be pretty aggressive and it will be very hard to chase that price action. However, if we were to get a significant bounce, that potentially could be our zone, hitting the point of control or the back test, okay, of the scene of the crime, right, which is the higher low support trend line that has been created, all right, with the higher lows for the last few days. That would be the ideal scenario if we were to get a quick jump up, to jump into that trade after the confirmation that the uptrend has finished here, looking at the local range. Now, on the other side, yeah, we are still in an uptrend locally here. We are testing several times the value area high zone at 30,800 range, okay, 1, 2, 3. With this strong uptrend, this means that the demand power, okay, from the market makers is happening, right? They are maintaining the higher lows and testing the resistance several times, and this could lead into an explosive breakout, okay, to test the highs at $31,000 or even come to $31,500. We need to be aware of this because the momentum of the structure here, looking at the 4-hourly time frame, looks pretty solid, right? We all know that an ascending triangle scenario is a bullish pattern, right? So higher lows aggressively to a resistance that is getting failed, you know, could finally come into a breakout. This is going to be in the next coming hours. Of course, we do have that CPI data coming out. The risky thing about trading on a big news event like the one that we have today is that there could be big fake outs to the upside and to the downside, whether the price moves up and then has a massive crash, or it moves down and has a massive pump. So this is why during the news event, it's going to be very hard to know if it's going to be a solid breakdown out of the higher low support trend line. If it would have been a normal day where we actually have the price action down, then a bounce, then of course you could be more confident in saying, okay, we're losing higher low structure, we're losing point of control of the range, we are coming back down to the value area low. But with this news event, guys, we just need to be very cautious, on standby, and have our risk very much in place, because here is the day where a lot of people are going to get wrecked. Some people are going to manage to catch, that high or the low of the wick, but this is very much like gambling, okay? We don't really know how extensive those wicks can be to the downside or to the upside. So it's going to be a very, very difficult task, okay, to get into those trading setups. Like I said, I am pretty confident, if the price does come down and it has a pretty nice bearish price action, that we are likely going to come down, but to the value area low. But however, on the news event, what we do get many times is a massive dump and then a massive pump and then a massive dump. So things like this, okay, do happen on news events. Or on the other side, you get a pump, then you get a dump, and then you get another blast off to the upside, right? Because there's going to be a lot of volume and momentum in that, 10, 20 minutes during the news event, okay? There's going to be a lot of volatility up and down. We don't really know the outcome of the news, how it's going to react, okay? And how the market makers are going to, position themselves, all right, to get wrecked, okay? So the retail traders get wrecked, right? There's going to be that volatility. I usually like to stay away on the news event and then look after 30 minutes, 1 hour, what is the outcome, where is the strength after the news event? Because if it were to be the case of a fake out to the downside, then a move to the upside, and then after 1 hour we can see this kind of price action, I would say this does look pretty good for continuation to the upside. On the other side, if we were to see something like a movement down, up, and then back down again at this zone, then of course I will say, right, this has been it. After the news event, we had a dump, we had a pump, then come back down inside of the zone after 1 hour. If we were to create this kind of price action, I would be pretty confident to say that this is bearish, okay, because we're back beneath a value area low, we failed during the news event, and then of course I would be looking for that corrective move. So there are different scenarios that could happen during the news event, right? This is why we don't have a proper plan with very good risk management, because we just do not know how the price is going to react to the upside or to the downside. So the best thing is just to be very cautious, wait for the news outcome, all right? I might be doing a live stream after the news event, because during the news event, it's just going to be a volatility show. And I've got a private live stream with the Legends community to see if we can find some opportunities. So like I said, stay cautious with the news event, because the outcome can be something like this, or it can be something like this, right? Where you just come down, up, liquidate all of those shorts and longs that have happened on the low time frame, and then have the direction after 1 or 2 hours, all right, after the news event. It's just what usually happens. So just something to point out. Now, if we start solidly breaking out from the resistance zone here at 30,800, which is the value area high of the range that has been respected here for the last couple of days, getting that rejection, not managing to break down, just like the value area low, not managing to break down from the value area low. If we do see that solid price action, okay, maybe during the news event, and it still continues to the upside, all right, and we are trading at this zone, we are likely going to come up all the way to the range. So we could possibly look for scalp long positions, all right, on the retracements, maybe to this high over here, all right, the previous day high could be holding as support. We're going to have to be analyzing the situation as we get that momentum with good risk management. Like I said, we start moving up. I think these highs could be claimed. The plan for me with the Legends is, how are we going to test the highs from the range, okay? The lows of the range are down here. How are we going to test the highs of the range, right? The yearly highs. Will it be a successful breakout? Will we get rejected? Will we successfully break up and hit the daily level that we have from May of 2022, which is at $31,780? We're going to be analyzing the situation here to look at the possible scenarios. If it's going to be a fake out, recognizing that the price has got rejected from it, we'll be looking for short positions, no doubt. Let's see how the price reacts to that zone. Important levels here for swing trade short opportunities, possibly only if we reject from the yearly highs and that daily level. Those are the levels that are important for me for those swing trade setups. So On the upside, that is the zones. That is what we're looking for. If we do break down solidly beneath the point of control and the volatility doesn't manage, okay, to move us back above the range, okay, or if we do get up and then come back down, right, then this is going to be a very, very bearish price momentum. And then obviously we'll be looking for a hop into the short position as we move down successfully. The movement up, okay, with the volatility has failed. And if we do have that slight consolidation, we'll be looking to have very good risk management, all right, to try and get into a possible short position if we were to get that solid breakout, okay, to test the value area low, right? When you're in such a big range, value area low, if you look for a long position, you're aiming for the value area high. For the value area high, you're aiming for the value area low, okay? So this is kind of the range that we're looking for taking profits and getting to those positions. Now, it is overextended, no doubt. You know, there should be a breakout in the next 1 to 2 days. It might be today with the CPI data. Stay cautious, guys. This is not, you know, I'm a technical trader. I'm not a news trader. So I'm very much aware of that volatility that we don't really know the proper outcome, okay, in the short term, on the, you know, 1 minute candlestick, 5 minute candlestick, you know, this could be end up like, you know, ending something like this, where you have a dump, you have a pump, and then you have a dump, you know, or a pump dump and then another pump. So it's just going to be very, very cautious. A lot of people are going to get wrecked today. A lot of people are going to make some gains because they'll be catching, you know, those levels very luckily, in my opinion. So it's just staying on standby, waiting for the news event, and then taking those decisions and making those plans, okay, for trading. Not much more to be said. Of course, if the price starts dropping aggressively and breaks beneath the value area low, I would expect the low of the range to be tested at 29,500. Today we can have very, very strong impulsive moves of $1,000, $2,000, okay, in the next coming hours because of the news. If we start breaking through here, the value area low successfully, I will not be looking personally for a possible fake out from this low or this low. Could it happen? Yes, of course. We'll be analyzing the situation if we do get that failed breakout from this low at $29,680 approximately. We'll be analyzing the situation with the legends to see if, you know, is it a fake out or not, and how we can get into a possible long if that were to be the case. But I would expect, hey, the next breakout from the value area low or value area high after the news event, after we see the volatility, the next breakout will likely be a successful one, and we have a large move, whether that is to the upside or whether it is to the downside. So I'm really not interested in failed breakouts from the lows of the range or the highs, because I think we could get, you know, pretty decent move. Whether we do get that fake out, we'll just have to check with the reaction and take that decision either for a short or either for a long, if we were to see that clear fake out where you hit the level, you retrace, and you maintain the price action either below this high or above this high, and then to take that decision. Not much more to be said, guys. Thank you very much for joining. Make sure to check out my Bitflex tutorial popping up here on the screen, guys, to learn how to use that derivatives exchange. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.